We often assume designing digital products is about picking vibrant colors and sleek buttons. In reality, these choices mean nothing without a strict underlying logic. You can build a visually stunning application, but if the navigation prevents a user from moving from the home screen to their profile, the product fails immediately. To see how this architecture actually comes together, we can track a timeline of a product build starting on day one. The first step is establishing information architecture, structuring data so people can intuitively find what they need. Before applying any visual styling, designers map the raw data. Imagine looking at a massive, unstructured list of archive dates spanning from 2015 to 2026. The primary challenge is to organize that chaos into a clear, logical hierarchy. This reveals the distinct roles of the two main design disciplines. User experience, or UX, acts as the structural blueprint, while user interface, or UI, is the visible layer applied over it. When that logical map is missing, the archive list remains a raw pile of text. A user searching for a specific month is forced to scan every entry manually, and most will stop clicking long before they find what they need. By day 14 of the timeline, the structural blueprint is locked in, and that architecture is translated into a tactile, interactive prototype. Designers use tools like Figma to construct specific visual elements. Here, we are looking at the initial layout for a video streaming application, starting with a dark-themed welcome screen. Building this interface requires a precise mechanical layering process. Designers stack individual text layers and implement rigid column grids to ensure that elements like these trending movie thumbnails align perfectly. To guide the user naturally through the content, specific interactive categories are visually separated. Notice the distinct red sub-navigation menu dividing the catalog into movies, TV series, live TV, and interactive social features like Watch Party. While this prototype appears visually complete, its actual effectiveness remains unproven until we subject it to human testing. That brings us to day 27, where the prototype enters usability testing. To measure psychological impact, researchers isolate screen color as the primary variable. The study parameters are specific. Users were tasked with reading 25 paragraphs of dummy text on various colored backgrounds to locate specific animal names hidden within the words. This chart compares animals found to time spent. The light blue background caused visual fatigue, with users taking 22.5 seconds to find one name. However, successful outliers emerged. Navy blue allowed fast reading at 6.5 seconds per target, while teal was the most effective color. On the teal background, participants stayed engaged for 9.5 minutes and successfully located 64 animals, the highest completion rate in the test, while reporting minimal eye strain. The data suggests that background color can directly influence reading efficiency. In this test, changing the screen from light blue to teal cut the time required to process the text by more than half. Finally, we reach the day 30 launch. The data from the testing phase confirms that choosing a specific UI accent color is a calculated necessity, not an arbitrary artistic preference. The real-world stakes are substantial. An optimized interface design can increase user task success by over 140% while actively mitigating physical strain. The work behind these interfaces often follows a formal academic framework. Research like the color experiment we tracked is validated by institutional review boards to ensure the data is gathered under controlled, scientific conditions. Ultimately, the highest tier of UI and UX design is intended to be completely invisible to the end consumer. Whenever a digital application feels effortless to navigate, it is the direct result of relentless testing designed to